All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Medicine Mondays. I'm yours truly, Dr. Barry Pierre, board certified internist, founder of drbarrypierre.com, host of Dr. Barry Pierre TV. And as you can see, we have another esteemed guest. Again, if you caught last week's episode with Dr. Frida, a lot of amazing feedback that we got from that. Everyone wanted to learn about the kidney. And this week I have, I think, even a more esteemed guest, right? And I'm not being biased, right? And we have Maria Davis-Pierre. Guys, I'm gonna just take this chance. I don't even want to sell her short. And let me just read her bio, right? Because obviously I know her very well. She's actually my wife, right? She's the CEO of Autism Black. But let me read her bio just so you can kind of know exactly, the amazing work that this lady gets done. So Maria Davis-Pierre is the founder and CEO of Autism in Black, located in West Palm Beach, Florida. This organization aims to bring awareness to autism and reduce the stigma associated with the diagnosis in the Black community. As a licensed mental health therapist, Maria primarily works with Black parents to provide support through education and advocacy training. Maria has been featured in Forbes, the New York Times, USA Today, and has collaborated with Microsoft. Maria's unique approach to coaching and counseling exemplifies her drive and motivation toward greater acceptance and overcoming the barriers and personal struggles associated with raising a black autistic child. Ladies and gentlemen, again, like I said, I wish I was, again, being for this is an amazing woman, right? That I get a chance to talk to. Maria, again, thank you for. She's been. If you listen to my podcast, she is the voice you hear every single introduction on the podcast. I'm just thankful that we were able to get her here on Medicine Mondays. Maria, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
So again, this is a big week for you, right? Again, I wouldn't be, hyperbolizing it if I say that, right? Let's talk about yourself. Let's talk about Autism in Black, and let's talk about what you got going on this week.
Let's go. Autism in Black started because, our oldest, Malia, who is now 8, is autistic. And with you being a physician, me being a licensed therapist, our journey to getting the diagnosis and then having culturally relevant care after her getting her diagnosis was not easy. It was very difficult navigating through that. And what I saw was that this was the norm across Black families and what they were having to deal with, if not worse, for a lot of them because they didn't have the education and the resources that we had to navigate with our colleagues. So I wanted to bridge that gap and get the information to our communities, provide supports to Black families and empower them. So I created Autism in Black. And then we also...
How long this has been going on? When did you first create Autism in Black?
So officially, Autism in Black has been its own separate entity since 2017.
Wow, okay. So we're going on 3 years, 4 years strong of, serving the community in ways that I don't think we both could have anticipated needed to be served.
Yes, very much so. Surprisingly, at just the welcoming we had when we started the business, and mostly because it was such a need. If Black families were being serviced the way that they should have been prior to Autism in Black, there would have been no need for Autism in Black, but there was such a great need for the organization.
And so over the years, again, we're going on 3-4 years of kind of serving this community. We've gotten to the point where, this week is a big week for us. But let's talk about a little bit about that journey. What led up to getting to the point where, I have to do this event, or like I said, I'm foreshadowing my YouTubers, right? I'm foreshadowing what we're going to talk about. But what led to the opportunity to get to this point?
Many things. One, servicing the community, better outreach. We have the podcast, which reaches a lot of people. We've been #1 in different countries. The biggest issue is not getting the information to our communities. We either get it too late or not at all. And that's a huge issue. So it's like we're always behind, steps behind in things because people do not come into our communities. So I really wanted to create this conference to have all of these experts within their respective fields, actually autistic individuals on the platform to talk about what's going on in our community. So parents can leave with the information, and healthcare professionals can leave with information on how to better serve, Black families.
I love it. And so let's talk about the conference. So when is the conference happening? Who is this conference for? Like, what do we expect to go down at the conference?
So the conference starts Thursday for the VIPers, and then Friday for everybody. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have a jam-packed schedule full of amazing speakers. We have Maria Kay, who is the author of All the Weight of Our Dreams. She has another book coming out called Sincerely Your Autistic Child. She's our keynote. We have Dr. Linda McGee and Dr. Marilyn Monterio, who will be talking about culturally relevant evaluations for our evaluators. And Dr. Marilyn Monterio is actually the creator of the MIGDAS, which is one of the assessments used to give the autism diagnosis. We have Dr. Anne-Louise Lockhart, who will be talking about emotional regulation. We have Molly Savon, who will be talking about the school discipline crisis. We have Althea Simpson, who will be talking about trauma within parents and how to still parent and take care of yourself. And then we have the parent panel that you're on. We'll be discussing many different aspects of parenting, because we have all parents of children of all ages, from littles to actually grown adults. So we will be talking about a lot of things on that parent panel. So this conference is for any and everyone. If you are a Black parent, this conference is for you. If you are a white healthcare professional, this conference for you. This is white advocate, this conference is for you. If you are a Black healthcare professional, this conference is for you. So it's for anybody who works within the Black disability community or is a part of the Black disability community.
Amazing. And how can we register for the conference to make sure we got our VIP seat? Like, how can we get that?
You can go to www.autisminblack.org/conference.
Perfect. And obviously, we're wishing amazing luck and well wishes, right, towards your first conference. But like people always ask me, what's next, right? So what should we expect to come out of Autism Black after the conference is over?
Well, we will continue with our podcast for sure, because that's been an amazing means to get information to our community. We have workshops coming up. As you all know, last year we did a series of workshops and we actually shut down the platform, and it kicked me off as the presenter because we had such a rush of over 500 people on the platform. So we're going to continue with our webinars and workshops. And then we have, we know it's IEP season, so we have our IEP DIY toolkits coming out, as well as amping up the IEP reviews that I do as well.
Perfect. And it's we'd be remiss, right, when we talk about the month of April. And my YouTube community, I remember I Maria actually had to educate me, because before it's been deemed as the Autism Awareness Month of April, Autism Awareness Month. But you actually had to educate me on, why it's really not looked at like that anymore. Like, can you educate the community just so everyone could be, fully aligned, with the ideals of the autistic community?
Yeah, so for the actually autistic community, they walk this walk every day. So it's just not the month of April that they're autistic, right? It's 365. So it's moving more towards Autism Acceptance Month, accepting them for who they are, not trying to assimilate them to societal standards of who they should be. So we're moving towards Autism Acceptance Month rather than Autism Awareness Month as well. Not supporting organizations who are trying to cure our children, cure anyone who's autistic, because we know that should not be the focus, right? We should be accepting and supporting autistic individuals. So moving more towards towards acceptance and what we should be doing to accept individuals who are autistic, rather than awareness. So that is, what we have been shifting towards these last few years. Separating ourselves from organizations who do not support the actually autistic community, who do not actually listen to the actually autistic community. So that is our focus in our journey for April, because, we support our daughter through this journey every day. So it's not just an April thing for us.
Amazing. So, and where can people find you? Where can people find you when, again, just to follow you, follow your lead, follow the podcast? Where can they find you at?
So the podcast is called the Autism in Black Podcast. On Instagram, you can look up Autism in Black, and on Facebook, Autism in BLK.
Perfect. So again, YouTube family, again, this is, again, I think we've been blessed, right, to have back-to-back Medicine Monday episodes with phenomenal guests who are pioneers in their respective communities, leading in their respective communities, all for serving the greater good. Again, Maria, thank you for joining Medicine Mondays.
Thank you for having me.